leader of the boys being forced to work at the mine. He was separated from the others and taken away to Ngumba Industrial Zone. The locals call this place Nzoya Badia Bulu, the Devil's House. Boss, find Shivani and extract him safely. You can check the target's location on your iDroid.
Marker placed. Marker placed. Analysis complete.
Boss, you need to extract Shivani, the leader of the boys. You can check the target's VI on your iDroid.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination. Intel file obtained.
Picked up an intel file. Looks like a map to the objective area. It's on your iDroid.
The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis marker placed.
They're mercenaries belonging to Rogue Coyote. Not so much a corporation as a mixed bag of hired guns working together under a single banner. They cut their teeth in the British and Rhodesian SAS, the Sea-Loo Scouts, 32 Battalion. So they've seen plenty of action. Don't take any chances with them.
Analysis complete.
Het jou nog nie van tevore gesien? Is jy net?
Ja, ek vervoer rantsoene.
Analysis complete.
daarvoor.
Ja, maar jy kan nie by die rivier uitkom met 'n voet.
So is dit waar dat die laaste bestede daar dood is.
Wat? Nee.
Moet ek bekommerd wees oor al daai verkoorde lyke by die stasie?
Genoeg vrae. Weer heeltyd op die slagveld. Vat kaarts in daai tent. Jy beter dit goed bestudeer.
Ja, meneer.
Development project has been added.
Stay.
Ah, voetsakkie.
You have arrived at your destination. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
troops there. Security sure is tight. I guess they don't want anyone poking around.
Marker placed. Analysis complete.
AK het nuwe instruksies vir jou. Verlig die wag vorentoe. Sy skof is verby en ons het 'n tekort aan mannekrag.
Verstaan. Waarna toe gaan ek?
Die wagpos voor die tonnel. Wanneer jy by die rivier oorwagpos kom, slaan koers die woud in.
Reg.
Hou jou oë oop. Die digte mis verdamp vriend nooit. Dan's daar die stories oor hulle bose geeste. Duivels wat fluister en vloek en wie weet wat als. Die laaste ou, hy is by die tonnel en kyk. Wees dit versigtig. Gaan nou.
Ja, meneer.
Supposedly, the valley up ahead is covered in mist almost year-round. The objective area is beyond there. The bridge has collapsed. Looks like you'll have to go down through the valley.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
objective area. You'll have to take the path. Boss, find Shivani and extract him safely. You can check the target's location on your iDroid. Jumping off the waterfall, boss? Go around. objective area. You'll have to take the path.
Analysis complete.
Te vat. Onthou net, die tonnel daarvoor is buite perk.
Marker
Moenie daar
removed.
gaan.
Is daar iets spesiaal aan die ander kant?
Moenie nuuskierig raak nie. Jy is soos die ander bestuurder op my nou.
Daar het iets met hom gebeur.
Hy het deur die tonnel gegaan en die fabriek aan die ander kant gesit. Dit sy gewete seker die oorhand. Want hy probeer om die mense te bevry. Daai tydstip was ek aan diens by die stasie en ek het die drop gestop. Ek het nie geweet wat om te doen. Ek rapporteer aan bevel voor ek geweet het wat aangaan. Span opgedrag, net daar en dan geskep. Verpraat hulle die hele vragboot, almal binne en dan alles was weg. Wat maak dit saak? Ek soek jou damn play right voor top. Reg.
Extraction failed.
Speak.
The map has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Is he okay?
Moenie. Asseblief. Moenie doen.
The map has been updated.
subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Extraction failed.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Extraction failed. Marker placed.
You got to extract him.
You have arrived at your destination.
So this is Raven territory. I heard once that some indigenous peoples in Canada and Alaska deify the common raven as a totem.
I just hope he's alive. The map has been updated.
No sign of any guards. It's never good when things are too quiet. Be careful.
Placed. Marker placed. Marker placed. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
The target is in that industrial zone. Find him. If he's being held captive, he's most likely indoors. What is that? Boss, here's Shabani.
Shabani, your boy sent me.
En je må signet og bannetod. Nu går i brek i bön. Burn with the rest of them.
the chopper touchdowns has. Take cover, boss!
Mission info has been updated.
Spotted you.
The map
He's
has
coming.
been updated.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Support helicopter has a supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
So the kid disappears, and the man on fire stops. I guess that worked. Wait, you want to extract him? Good idea. I don't know where he really is. Get on with it, boss.
Extraction failed.
He broke the cords. I'd call that good news.
Exfiltrated
That's
hot
it.
zone.
You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss. The one and only. Skullface. So he was in Africa after all. Working behind the scenes. Even that man on fire at his beck and call. But what the hell was going on at the Devil's house? Earphones embedded in people's throats. Tapes playing voices. And those lumps on their chests. They look like the ones on the bodies at the oil field. The man on fire burned everything to the ground. But we were recording audio the whole time you were there. We'll conduct a thorough analysis of it. Good. You captured it alive. outpost. It appears he's involved with nuclear weapons development in the area. My hunch is that this guy is somehow connected to Cypher. I've got no proof, but we know Skullface is working through PFs in the region. Anyway, it just so happens a job connected to this inspection has come in. Take a look at your iDroid.
Please select a mission.
Boss, about those invalids you saw in that devil's house.
Poor bastards. All strapped down to the beds, with those lumps on their chest.
The medical staff tell me they were probably a type of cyst.
Cysts can get that big.
In some cases, yes. But supposing they're a kind of atheroma forming on the surface of the skin, the size is just too big, and the appearance is all wrong. In the end, the medical team were at a loss. Those lumps were like nothing they'd ever seen. The fluid you said you got on your prosthesis when you touched one was burned off in the fighting, and the factory burned down too. None of the tests we did once you were back at the base revealed a pathogen that could have caused them. Meaning we don't have a single sample to work with.
Everything went up in flames.
What worries the medical team most is whether it's contagious. Whether there's a chance we could end up like that.
And?
Mother Base's sanitation control has always been strict. After all, war is great at transporting diseases. For the time being, at least, there's no sign of contagion or any symptoms that could be related. One more thing. About the surgery that had been performed on the people in the Devil's House.
Yeah?
You said that their throats were cut open, with an acoustic tube pushed inside?
Right. The tubes were hooked up to tape recorders, playing some kind of audio.
Well, we picked up some of that audio through your radio transmissions and recorded it here. The intel team has been working on analyzing the communications log.
What have they found?
There's nothing tying the contents together. We've got a report on 3 deaths in a car accident on the autoroute near Marseille. Protests outside the Libyan embassy in London, a press conference with the former Prime Minister of Sweden, a 4-month-old weather forecast for Balikpapan, and then commercials for appliances, cough syrup, and TV dinners. Assuming they're not all staged, they come off as recordings of your average public broadcasts.
Public broadcasts? Just radio and TV signals?
Yes, and from all over the world. We're looking into whether they're genuine or not, just to be sure. What else? A speech that sounds like it was recorded out on the street, and people chatting about how this year's tomato crop did.
And there's nothing they have in common?
We're partway through the cryptanalysis. That includes checking all audio ranges and running it backward and at different speeds. Then there's vocabulary breakdown for political suggestions, ideological common points. But I don't think it's going to get us anywhere.
Where were the recordings made?
There's nothing linking them from that angle either. Just like you reported, we've detected virtually every major language there is. French, German, Italian, Spanish, including South American accents. Then there's Russian, Hindi, Arabic, Portuguese, Mandarin, Cantonese, Japanese.
They're nothing if not thorough.
Well, I don't know if we've got them all covered. Ignoring the ones that have gone extinct, supposedly over 5,000 languages exist today. Besides, English isn't one of the ones we picked up.
Really? English?
I know. Only 5% of the world's population is a native English speaker. But when you factor in those who've acquired it as a second language, nearly 1/3 of the people speak it. The world's dominant lingua franca. You gotta figure they had it somewhere among all the languages in that place.
No English.
Bear in mind, we didn't hear everything that was played in that room. We couldn't isolate the more distant sounds due to static, and the program could have been set to change every day. In a nutshell, for reasons unknown, people in that room with a common medical condition were made to listen to recordings in languages from around the world. It's not clear how the growths on their chests fit into it. It could have been treatment for them, or maybe an experiment of some kind.
I'm guessing one person knows.
Yeah, Skullface. He was there. The only thing we can say for sure is that he's involved.
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone confirmed.
Roger.
This is Beagle. squad. Arriving shortly at LZ.